Yes, I missed the last news about the companions arriving, so I decided, well, this is kind of the second biggest thing, so that's what I will do a discussion / news update for you. What's going on, everyone? It's me, the Whovier, and welcome back to another Doctor Who news / discussion video. So, last night, some kind of big stuff dropped down, production-wise. Basically, as you can, if you've not been over Twitter, some YouTube videos are coming out mainly because they came out, like, today. New costume and new TARDIS. Most people are saying new costumes and stuff, but as you can see by the title in this video, I've also got the TARDIS, because that is equally as it's equally needed for that. That is equally important. So we finally have we finally have it. The 13th. I was going to say the 8th Doctor for a second. The 13th Doctor's costume and her TARDIS exterior, not an interior though. So yes. So I'm just going to pop it up on the screen right here. I actually have it as my wallpaper right now because the TARDIS, oh, it's so beautiful. But yes, so I'm just going to put it up here. It's going to cover my whole face. Just I'm going to just try to do something so the picture will appear now. Also, those vortexes and also the sort of layout will be something for the Big Finish audios. So, first off, what does this all mean? What's going on? So, these are so this is the costume that Jodie Whittaker will be wearing. This is going to be her, basically her outfit. Basically, she's going to be wearing this for Series 11. This is her Doctor's costume. We also have a new TARDIS, which I'm going to put a sort of a bigger display up here right now. So, yes, we've got a big TARDIS there. Looking forward to get to my thoughts and stuff. And, of course, we've got a sunny sort of meadow, which I really, really like. I love this picture. This is just too good for a promotional image. So, Alright, so first we're going to start off with the costume, because to be honest, I was more looking forward. I much more prefer the TARDIS being the most important thing rather than the costume, but still. So the costume. Well, if you were looking on my Twitter when this was like posted like a few 6 hours ago, I basically was. I felt when I first looked at it, I was just like, looks a bit too feminine. Not being sexist anyway, but then it sort of started to I looked at it and it sort of started to grow on me. Like, what I really liked, what I really hoped they did, which of course they did, was a trench coat. Because I think you kind of needed a trench coat for there. Basically, a lot of people were saying that they should have had something what Romana should have wore in season 17, like Destiny of the Daleks mainly. Which I love. That's a really good costume. That would be awesome if she wore that. But I think they definitely got something right there. They've got the trench coat, which is brilliant. The t-shirt. Yeah, fine. It looks. I think it looks a bit too modern. That's what I would say. I'd say it's. It's too simple. I'll say that it's a little too simple. Like maybe it's just because I'm just used to them having collared shirts and ties, but I just feel it looks a little bit too simple. But that's a little minor complaint. Okay, right. Basically, what really made me sort of change my mind was it's a mixture. It's basically not trying to be sexist or offensive here. They're basically women's clothes. They're women's versions of men's clothes. So basically, we've got women's pants, women's shirts, and then we've got the I can't remember what they're called, but when I looked at it today at school, I was just like, not these things again. It's all things that Matt Smith wears. Like, I know they have no problem with they have no effect to the show. It's just I've seen them so long. Like, I've seen them, like, I've seen them, we've only had, like, what, a 3 years break of those. And it's just, I feel, it's just way too, it's taking away a bit. Like, I know it sounds weird using different Doctor elements to that. Like, I know the Doctor has, I know if I'm being mildly hypocritical here, saying, oh, so you're saying that, so if you're saying that it's too much like Matt Smith, what about the trench coat, David Tennant? Well, yeah, I suppose you have a point, but really, most of them sort of, like, a trench coat feels like you have to have it with the Doctor. Like, he's very adventurous and stuff, but the sort of belt sort of thingies, I don't know what they're called. It's probably flashing on my screen and telling you what they're called. But yeah, but I'm not a real fan of that. It sort of takes, not real fan of that bit. That's probably my least favourite. The boots, yeah, pretty good. The socks, TARDIS blue, yeah, well, yeah, okay. So, I really like the sort of, what is it, whitish sort of colour, white of the trench coat. Very colourful, really nice. Yeah, it's, I'm happy with it. Looks pretty great. Not the best one of all time. Dark Eyes McGann's Mine. So good. But very, very modern and quite simple. So that's a bit of a negative. So 2 nitpicks mainly. Bit too simple, and the Matt Smith sort of gardeners thingies. I don't know what they're called, but I just don't like how they sort of incorporate, because it looks a bit too obvious. Because I don't know, maybe I'm just, this is just my, it's my opinion. It's I don't get everything I want. So yes. So now we move on to the TARDIS, and oh my gosh, it looks lovely. I really do like this TARDIS. This feels like a classic one, even though it is basically the same size as a new series box. This is my other one that I've kept on stock because I suck at painting. I tried painting the windows, but I'm terrible at it. So yeah. So basically, I really like this design, even though it's the same dimensions and fatter. I really do like it. What I really like is the blue. The blue is good because a lot of people complained with the Moffat era TARDIS that it was too clean. It was like way too clean. Like you wouldn't see a police box from the 1960s be so clean as that. And I agree with that. However, there were those times when she did get lots of rust and lots of scratches and stuff. But this one looks really old. Looks very worn. Looks very like it's been tearing through the time vortex. Very much like the Russell T Davies era TARDIS. Because it's like all worn and stuff. The two things that stuck to me the most, and one of them which everyone did, was the the pull to open sign. Yes, they've turned it black, and they've switched the door handle around. So this looks like they're getting a bit, and basically, so I'll get to all this in a minute. So they've switched the door handle around, and they've painted the telephone box black, which I'm really good, which I really like as well. I'll get my voice. I'm currently trying to, you know what, I'm just going to enter my passcode so I can actually view it without it just turning off automatically. So I'm just going to actually go to the actual image. There we go. Okay, so really, the TARDIS, like the oldness of it, looks fabulous. Sorry, the pull to open side. What am I talking about? Okay, so I really like the black that they've gone with the 70s/90s TV movie. I'll get to this in a minute. So the 17, I really like how they've gone with the classic. It feels like a classic TARDIS. I feel like it's like a mixture of the classic and modern. I know people are a bit annoyed about how it's still the same dimensions and it looks a bit too fat. I think it's quite sort of good, because if they were to do a proper slimmed down version, I mean, it'll be way too much for the classic era. So I think it's a good mix to have the things. I know, like, a lot of, like, back in 2005, when, of course, Doctor Who came back, a lot of people looked at the TARDIS, like, Russell T Davies TARDIS, and they were like, that is massive. Look how fat it is. So, yes, I sort of know. Like, let me just get. Hold on. So, here's the new series box. And here's the Tom Yardy Jones TARDIS, which is basically the 80s. That's quite a slimmed down number. Hold on, I'll just close this. I have to whack it like that because the string's broken, but yeah. So let's just do a comparison. So look at the difference. The width. The width is the main issue. That's quite thick. So if I was to, I'm gonna put this in front. Basically, you can't really see it very well, but like, they've extended the doors quite a lot out. Like, you can see on the... Could I really pick this up on camera? Not too sure. But if you see on the edges, this one is a lot bulkier than this one. Because the doors have had to move... The doors are so big, they have to sort of mould it outwards. So, yeah, it's just a little TARDIS... TARDIS maths there, if I can call it that. So, yes, okay. Now, the police box sides. Now, this really stuck out to me because it's been shortened. Yes, it has been shortened. If you see the image, which is still up there hopefully, basically, those, the image, the actual sort of black, the side bit is shortened. Now that is from the TV movie, and it appears also on the Tom Yardy Jones model apparently. I'm not too sure. I think I have to double check that, but maybe this is like sort of got a bit of the TV movie in it. But yeah, but yes, and I was like, cool. And now I've just realised it's taken a bit of inspiration from the TV movie, from both the police box side and the pull to open side, because again it's black, the door the handles the other way, and the shortened police the shortened police box. So that's good. My favourite TARDIS design has made it a bit into the new series. No one will beat Hoodlum though. The Hoodlum TARDIS is the best. Basically, that's what the title is. Like that just proves how much I love it. I know who built the actual TARDIS. So, yes. So you got yellow windows, which are pretty standard. The lab. Now you can't really see much of it, but it looks like it's got a bit of a sort of an add-on up the top. Basically, it's not like a sort of flat one. It's got like a sort of little tip, like the new series box is. Like you sort of got this bit up the top, like the very thin. Not here. Like, let's see if I can get this on camera. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let me just. Technical difficulties. Okay, so not that bit, but this bit. The bit I'm poking on. Not that bit, that bit. Yeah. Alright. That's what the little add-on thing, but it seems to be a lot thicker now, so yes. Now, so I'm happy. I'm happy they've got a lot of classicness in that, which I'm brilliant, because we haven't really got something that represents the classic era except for the St. John's Ambulance sticker, which is gone, which, to be honest, thank God. I'm kind of really sick of that, to be honest, but I love it. I really like this new design. I really do. Now I'm just going to talk about the image for a second, and to be honest, I love it. It's so good. This is what I could imagine a promotional image to be. Basically, the Doctor in the new outfit, TARDIS, and on the sunset. That is a brilliant promotional image, and it looks so good because the sun is the main thing. The sun setting sort of shows all the colours of the TARDIS, shows the background, all like the sun, the oranges patches across the grass. It's so good. I really do love it. It's brilliant, and like I said it on Twitter, I might even get this framed if I can find a proper HD version, which I can print on like a pretty big size, because I really want this shot, because this looks magnificent. This looks really magnificent, and I love it. I know I might be fanboying a bit too much. I mean, but I think I've got sort of the few complaints, like saying it's a bit too simple. A few things about the costumes sort of back me up on that, but still, a really great image. Like, most of the time they sort of just stick on like a shirt and stuff, like they just put them in the phone and do some shoddy camera work, but I feel like they've put some proper effort into this one. So yeah. Alright, so that wraps up that video. That's done and dusted. Basically, by the time when I'm recording this, it is week 5. Next week and the week after that, so the next 2 weeks are assessments week, so I'm going to be quite busy, so probably don't expect that videos to come out for the next 2 weeks, because I've got assessments to do. But yes, so that means, hey, we've got how many weeks? Week 6. Basically got 3 weeks after that, until I start the 8th Doctor Adventures. Not the 8th Doctor, I mean the 8th Doctor Who Big Finish 8th Doctor reviews. So that will be coming basically either the end of November or straight at the beginning of December. So yes. Anything else? I don't think so. So thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like and a comment. Make sure to subscribe down below. And comment what your thoughts on the TARDIS or the 30th Doctor's costume. For me, I feel like what was more important was the TARDIS for me. Even though I didn't know that was coming, I was like, costume, alright, let's have a look at it. New TARDIS, ooh. Like, I saw this meme. Well, it's kind of dead now, isn't it? It's that meme of that guy looking at someone else while his girlfriend's pissed, and like people have put like things on it, and some guy, which yeah, it's dead, but he put he was the guy, his girlfriend was the costume, and the girl he was looking at was the TARDIS. So I can agree, mate. Like, the first thing I looked at was the TARDIS. I was just like, oh wait, sorry, what, the costume? Oh, cool. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. This is me, the Hoover Red, signing out. Goodbye.